Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Thursday, September 25th, 2025. So, on a day that is very appealing because it has 25 both in the day number and the end of the year number.
Yep, with a 20 in between.
With a 20 in between. I'm trying to think of what other interesting numerical things can I say about that date. How did you find the crossword? Did it all add up?
Well, I guess you could say that.
Okay.
Boy, it took me a while though, to figure out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
This is the week of weird themes, I've decided.
This was certainly a stunner for me.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, I thought, I can't do any of this crossword. I mean,
Yeah.
none of it.
Me too. The first one I actually even knew the answer to was 13 down, carved part of a piece of jewelry. And I thought, oh, that's a cameo. We only had 3 squares.
Right.
Oh, maybe a rebus. But then it was like, is every clue got a rebus? That was my
Yes.
thought. So, but then, that wouldn't go with the crosses, because 10 across was word after long or before term, or before paper. That turned out to be term.
Mm-hmm.
So I just was like beyond this. I didn't know what was going on. But eventually, I got down to the revealer, which was 52 across, and that was where is it here? I'm looking at 52 down. There we go. What each down answer needs from its clue in order to make sense. And that was, the answer was first 2 letters.
Yes.
So you had to go back to each clue, take the first 2 letters, and then finish off the answer in the down grid.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one down, was blast loudly. So you got BL there of blast, and there were 3 letters in the first down clue. Those 3 letters turned out to be ARE.
Mm-hmm.
So you had BL, ARE, or Blair, which is blast loudly.
Yes.
So the next one, and this kind of gave me a sort of like, oh, I think I see what's going on here. But the second one down, 2 down, Anaheim ball players. Well, that's the Angels. But the first 2 letters are AN, and then there were 4 squares and 2 down, and that turned out to be GELS, which you could get from the across clues. And so, of course, that makes Angels, which is the ball team that plays in Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
So that you had to do that with every down clue.
Yes, every down clue. It was exhausting.
You'd have to go back. Okay, first 2 letters on 9 down is this, and then you had to try to figure out if the letters you already had from the crosses made any sense, and then you could finish it out, because you knew the first 2 letters and maybe a few other letters.
Right.
So yeah, it was a real challenge, but just amazingly, clever. I've never seen a crossword like this.
Yeah, it was quite. It must have been quite the feat to construct. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
This was by Jesse Goldberg, and I presume he started this crossword in 1979, and when he was apparently negative 4 years old, and has been working on it ever since. But boy, I was just completely at sea. I mean, like even 2 down, the Anaheim ball players, I wasn't sure about the name, and I'm like, I thought maybe for some reason I had Anaheim Ducks in mind.
No, that's Oregon team.
Great. Anyway, so I probably shouldn't have, as I'm trying to sort of get a grasp on things, shouldn't start with clues that involve sports, or foreign foods, or Spanish.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the crosses, which were traditional, clues that you put in the answers to, a lot of them were really challenging, like
One across.
the one-time capital of Mughal Empire, Agra.
I know Agra, but
I didn't know it was the one-time capital of the Mughal Empire.
Did you get the one next to it, a 5 across, Dad on Family Guy?
No, because I've never watched that.
Right, it was Peter.
It was Peter, yeah. The one below that, pardon me, in Padua,
Padua,
was Scusi.
I went for Skews. That was my first. It's something like Skews. So I had SCUSE, but that wasn't enough to help.
Yeah. So yeah, they weren't that easy.
No.
So
I mean, even 8 down programs in advance. I had ESETs. I'm like, what? Actually, I probably didn't have that much. It was just a slog.
I just had the S's on that. Yeah, and then 8 down. It was programs in advance. So you had to have the PR, and then turned out to be presets.
Right.
So, but yeah.
I had enough of the acrosses that once I finally got down to first 2 letters, I'm like, okay, maybe I should focus really carefully on this revealer because I'm not getting anywhere without it. That everything just sort of fell into place.
Yeah, it went very quickly once you could figure out the theme. But boy, that was just an amazing challenge.
But that's that aha moment that we talk about.
Oh yeah,
and it is glorious. It is absolutely glorious.
It was incredibly satisfying last night when I finally figured out what was going on with this. So.
Xword Info rates these crosswords in terms of freshness, and this was rated as 97% fresh.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there were a lot of unique answers, a lot of unique clues for sure, but both across and down. But a lot of unique answers that you just don't see a lot in crosswords. So
I think it would have been amazing if the downs actually were all words.
Yeah.
But that would have been impossible. I mean, I bet this was close to impossible.
Well, I looked at it and wondering and thought, oh, and are they all words? And R is a word, gels is a word.
Right.
But then after that, it was like none of the rest are words.
No. So. We had word, like if you had enough of the downs, you'd look at the word 10 down potential. And you'd probably think, I think I would think potential, right. but hard to tell.
Yep.
But I mean, even as you were saying, the acrosses were challenging. 25 across. Property owner subject to a legal claim. Lienee.
Lienee, yes.
That sounds like, I don't know, something you do on a friend. You lean on them or something.
Yep.
Let's see, what else was amazing here? Everything here was amazing. The Traveler's Aid familiarly, 26 down, was triple A. I mean, yeah, okay, that's true, sort of, but that didn't.
But usually, I mean, you call it triple A, but when you write it AAA.
Yes.
So yeah, that threw me. So.
But I think there was, let's see, 65 across was probably a gimme. Disapproving sounds, tisks.
Yes, I did get that one right away.
And I'm trying to think if I got any others right away. That's probably about it.
I got 60 across. That was one I knew. Only president not born in the continental U.S. Although I had to think about it, and I'm like, oh, it's got to be Obama. He was born in Hawaii. So, yep, and he was the only one.
So if they did this with rebuses, they would have had to have had a rebus for every square. For
every square, every first square in a down.
Yes, every first square in a down. That's true.
Yeah.
And that would have been awesome. And
how many clues were there? 58 down clues. So there would have been 58 rebuses.
Right.
And they wouldn't have worked the other way. So
yeah.
Unless you totally redid the entire puzzle. But
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, just an amazing feat.
Yes, indeed.
I applaud you,
Jesse Goldberg.
Jesse Goldberg.
Yeah, this is one of those. I remember where I was when I solved this crossword, or I remember where I was when it killed my streak. Yeah, because I was just like, I'm getting nothing here. It's just like, give me a break.
Yeah, and even if you could get, like 2 or 3 letters, it'd be like, whoa, what can I do with that? Just. didn't make sense.
Right. I mean, that's what it was good that most of the downs were not words as appearing in the grid. Because that would have, I mean, there's nothing like looking at Enola for 30 down shoe polish brand to make you wonder where you went wrong in life. So,
Shinola.
yes. All right. Well, bravo, Jesse Goldberg.
Yes.
And kudos to Will Shorts for recognizing genius.
Yep.
And I just, again, wonder how long it took him to do this. This was his 5th crossword since 2021.
So, it was a really fun solve.
Yes, indeed.
Especially when you had that aha moment and you knew what you were doing. Then it was like, yes.
Yeah. All right. That is it for today then. So, listeners, tell us what you think about this crossword. And just drop us a line, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com. Thanks for making us one of the most popular podcasts about the New York Times crossword to come out of Northeast Wisconsin. And we will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of Friday's crossword. Probably no theme, but it's going to be tricky. But we'll be back to talk about that crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.